I'm looking at the data of the views we lost. I only said that line so I can rhyme it with this line. Fuck Sega and Ubisoft. This is defense mode switching to attack mode in. I stumbled on my Google ads or whatever the fuck it's called. You know when you go to swipe left to your phone and then a whole bunch of Google shit comes up about random articles and shit. But basically this article by 80.lv. I have it right here. And it's basically saying Sega tells players they don't own Metaphor Refanzio. And for a game that's literally getting like really high scores, Astrobot style. I think Astrobot at 94, they're at 94 right now too, so they're getting Astrobot kind of good reviews right now. The same kind of good reviews Persona 5 got, and this from the creators and director, whatever the fuck, of the Persona series, including 5. So basically, they're getting all these good reviews and all this good faith. And of course, someone on Twitter stumbled upon the fact that these motherfuckers, you know there's that California law that's being passed around now saying game developers have to pretty much say that you don't own the game. Like they're making it into a law. It might end up being a law that ends up going around the whole fucking country where it's like, you have to fucking say that players don't own the game. Because right now there's a YouTuber, I forget who, it's basically, that it said so in the article, for filing a class action lawsuit. Matter of fact, I want to get the name right. The magic of pausing a video. Ross Scott is the YouTuber who started an online petition initiative against companies that are canceling games, and you can support them if you agree to move it. That's what the article says. So yeah, I wanted to get that right because it's a good cause. Not a good cause like you donating to charity, but a good cause like what the fuck are these companies doing? So it's not just Nintendo being pitched, it's Ubisoft. This happened with the Cruise servers from Ubisoft. It was a 2014 game. So they're basically removing it from the store and then deleting the game from your fucking console so that, you know, you can't play it no more, which is fucking ridiculous. I mean, these money-grubbing pieces of shit. It's one thing to take a game off the store that you don't want to sell no more. Because maybe Sony decides, or like whoever the game store is, like Steam or Sony, whatever the fuck, maybe they decide like, hey, it takes a lot of servers and a lot of fucking, you know, a lot of fucking money and fucking like gigs of power to hold on to all these stupid ass games, especially ones that don't sell. So we're just deciding you to pay us a certain amount to keep your game on the store or you remove it. And maybe the company's like, yeah, the games that make this no money no more, we're gonna remove it from the store, or whatever the fuck. So it's one thing for you to remove the game from the store to buy. Like the same way, you know, you would get rid of a physical game from your store shelves because the last few copies you put out there, they're not selling that fast, there's still a lot left over, and you're like, all right, we're not gonna put no more, so fuck that. And then the last few copies eventually sell over time, and then it's out of print. And then you're just not making no more. That's understandable. The whole digital thing is more stupid because it's like, why don't you want your game on any kind of store forever so it can keep selling no matter what? Maybe people keep stumbling upon it. Maybe this becomes a retro game over the years, blah. So I don't know the situation about having these games on digital stores. But if it's like an issue where like maybe the store, whoever the company is, whether Steam or Sony or Microsoft, either don't want it on the store or maybe actually to pay for it or whatever the fuck. Unless you know it's a negative incentive for your bottom line to have your game on the store, it really makes no sense not to have your game on any kind of store forever and ever. I mean, don't you want to possibly sell even one more copy at this point? But that I could understand. But trying to get rid of the game from people who bought it is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Like if I fucking sell you a bike, if I sell you a fucking bike, or let's say I go to OfferUp, whatever, I'm selling a bike, I have the price, you and me negotiate the price, I sell it to you. And then like 5 or 10 years down the line, I just decide like, hey, you know what? I don't want to have that bike no more. Like let's say I'm like some kind of engineer or something. Like I'm good with my hands, I know how to build shit. I built this bike and I built it to sell it. And I sold it to you and you like it or whatever the fuck. Actually, we exchange the money, you get the product, I get your money, we both had a fair exchange. Then I decide, like, you know what? I don't like that model bike I made 5 years ago. I make much better bikes now. I don't want no one having it. I don't want even evidence. I want all the evidence of me ever making that bike or anybody even having it to be completely wiped off the face of the galaxy. So I go and fucking, not only do I remove my bike from the stores that I fucking put on there, but I decide that, hey, I'm gonna go break into your fucking house, go to your backyard, take my bike back, and run off. I'm not gonna compensate you for the money you spent on the bike all those years ago. I'm gonna just take the bike. And what the fuck you gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what the fuck you're gonna do. You're gonna fucking use the video camera that you have on your fucking, you know, backyard, fucking send it to the cops, report me, and I'm gonna get fucking arrested because I'm a piece of shit, and now I have an arrest record for being a fucking jackass. But because all this shit is done digitally, They just could do it no fucking problem, and nobody has a problem with it. Sony doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Ubisoft and Sega don't have a problem with it. At least Sega is letting you know in advance that they're being pieces of shit. Ubisoft is just being cunts. And considering that they had to push back their Assassin's Creed game, and there's a lot of rumors saying that they're doing badly and might go bankrupt soon at some point, good, fuck them. But freaking Sega even saying this out loud. But it's not even saying out loud, but the fact that you even wanted to go, you're letting us know in advance that our game that we bought, that we don't own, we're only purchasing a licensing fee, motherfucker. You realize that these companies, pretty soon, these companies are gonna want you to pay for a game the way like you know how Netflix and everything pays a certain licensing fee to have their whatever movie or whatever series or whatever, like unless they right out buy it and it's a Netflix original. You know how they license their shit? And then they have it on their Netflix channel for like a certain amount of time. Like pretty much time exclusive shit is a better way to explain it. Real. When you buy a game, they want you to buy the game as a time exclusive. Like I guarantee you, they want you to pay for their game every year. Like, hey, when you purchase our game for $70, you're gonna have a license fee to have it for 1 year. Then next year, you're gonna have to pay it again in order to keep the game. And if you don't want the game, then we'll just take it back. We'll wipe it from your memory. Men in Black style. We'll send a Men in Black to you. Bam. You already know what the fuck I'm getting at. It's fucking stupid, man. You know the problem with these money-grubbing pieces of shit? Is that they just have no respect for us gamers. They just have no fucking respect for the average person out there, the average broke motherfucker. Now, we all work hard, and I don't give a fuck if your job is, you know, just sitting on your ass, barely doing anything, just looking at your phone for 8-hour shift, and then you fucking go home. I don't give a fuck what your job is. Anybody who fucking has to wake up, or even if you do an afternoon or night shift, who has to get up from the comfort of your home, go take a shower, get all your hygiene shit out the way, brush your teeth, wash your ass, put on some dumbass uniform, possibly put on the ID, slap all that shit on, and then either go to your car or go to your bus or whatever fucking transportation you have to go, and fucking head over to your job however far it is. It could be 30 minutes, an hour, it could be fucking 5-minute walk. And then you waste 8 hours of your life, and that's just being generous if you just work 40 hours a week. Or if you do overtime like I do, where you're pushing 50 and 60 hours a week sometimes. Because a lot of us have either second jobs in this economy, second jobs, or we do overtime. But let's just keep it basic. You put 8-hour shift in every single fucking day. Not every day, obviously you get 2 days off. And that's if you're one of the people that do that. You don't work on your days off to get overtime. But you put in the whole 8-hour shift. 8 hours of your life you're never gonna fucking get back. 40, 50, 60-hour weeks. Hours of your life you're never gonna be able to fucking get back. Time that you have on this planet being wasted, being somewhere you don't want to be, just so that you can get a paycheck, so that doesn't even really go to you. You have to pay rent, you have to pay light, you have to pay water, you have to pay garbage, you have to pay fucking car. If you have a car, you're probably paying a car note. If the car's paid off, you're paying car insurance. You have to pay credit card bills. You might have debt you're trying to get over with. You might have a school loan you're trying to fucking pay off. All types of shit. You have to feed yourself. If you're married, you have to feed you might have to feed your fucking kids. Feed your kids before you feed yourself. Buy fucking shit, buy soap and buy detergent and buy all types of shit before all that money goes to waste and you have just a crumb of your own fucking paycheck left for yourself. So you could actually spend on what you feel like fucking spending. And you use that money for entertainment reasons to try to do something that can make you forget your life for a few minutes. And you purchase a fucking video game. $70 out of your own fucking pocket in this fucking economy where everything is high and the rent is as high as it's ever going to be and it's only getting higher. And gas prices are only getting higher. And food prices as high as they've ever been. And everything is just high. Everything is high except your fucking wage at work. Well, you're probably thinking already of leaving for another job because you're in this continuous cycle of having to keep leaving a job for another job, getting more money because everything fucking sucks now in this economy. And you wasted $70 of your hard-earned fucking money. Time that you wasted at a fucking job. Time of your life you're never gonna get back. Hours and hours upon hours of life you're never gonna get back to get a paycheck to survive. And you have a little bit left over and you buy a fucking video game. And these pieces of shit, when they decide they feel like it, whenever they fucking feel like it, it's not only gonna just wipe their game off the store, but they're gonna go into your fucking console that you paid for, by the way. Hundreds of dollars. If you have a Steam Deck, a PS5, a Switch, hundreds of dollars of your hard-earned money. They're gonna go into that console that you paid your hard-earned money for, that you went to a digital store and paid your hard-earned money to buy that game after paying your hard-earned money to buy that console. And they're gonna just wipe it off of your memory without compensating you. Because if I sell you something and I want that thing back, first of all, I need your permission. I can't just go and take it from you. Like, if I sell you a fucking phone, I can't knock on your door the next day to hey man, here's your money back, I want that phone. Once I sold that phone to you or whatever that thing is, that's yours. I could ask you, hey, can you give me back the phone and give me back your money? I could ask you, but I can't force you. I can be like, hey man, give me back my phone, here's your money. Like, no man, I wanted the phone, I gave you the money already. And then I fucking punch you in your face and grab it away from you, drop your money on the floor and walk off. No, guess what? Cops are gonna be knocking my door right after. So these motherfuckers are not gonna ask you permission. They're sure as fuck not gonna refund you the money that you paid for the game originally, the 60 or 70 bucks, if you even spend that on it, if you didn't buy the special edition or whatever. And they're just gonna fucking take it from you. Why? Because why not? Because apparently now all we're doing is licensing these games like we're a fucking organization like Netflix that are licensing this shit on a fucking store or a fucking website or something. Or app. So they're just gonna straight up take this away from us. Because why the fuck not? I used to be one of these people that like I felt bad for pirating movies and pirating games and all this stuff. Now I can give a fuck. Pirate and emulate as much as fucking possible. Don't you dare sit there and feel sorry for fucking emulating a game or pirating a movie or any of that shit. Don't feel bad. Because they don't feel bad for you or me. They don't give a fuck up. They don't respect us and respect our money and respect our time. And respect our dedication to video games, that we're willing to spend that much money on a single fucking video game and this much money on a console to play that video game. They don't respect you at fucking all. So don't you dare lose sleep over pirating or emulating a game. Fuck them all. Fuck them die slow, motherfucker. My 4-4 will make sure all their kids don't grow. Fuck them. Because they don't give a fuck about you and they don't respect you. Don't you dare make the mistake of showing them even an ounce of fucking sympathy. Fuck them. Make Ubisoft and all these other fucks go bankrupt. They're begging for a video game crash. They're begging for one. And shit like this is gonna fucking accelerate it. Fast forward motion. They're fast forwarding this game, video game crash, to infinity. All this good pressure getting off this game and you're gonna do this dumbass decision. Like, who the fuck are you? You sold the product, we bought your product, it's fucking ours. It's one thing if you don't want to have it available to purchase no more, but you want to fucking delete it off people's shit as well? The second I saw that Amazon was saying, when you buy movies, you don't necessarily own them and they can be deleted at any moment. Not just deleted off their Prime store, but the fact that they'll just usually be deleted off your purchase history. That was the day I stopped buying Amazon freaking video, buying movies on Amazon Prime store, or whatever the fuck it's called, Amazon Video. I used to buy all my movies there. After the DVDs and shit, I used to buy all my movies there. The second I saw that shit online or whatever, by Amazon representative or what, executive or whatever the fuck, that was the last day I bought anything on Amazon store. I had like 65 videos of TVs and movie shows. I stopped immediately. So if they're gonna do that shit to me, fuck them. I ain't doing that shit no more. Next time I wanna watch a movie, I'll fucking pirate it. That's what I'm gonna do. And anybody, I wasn't planning on buying Fantasio anyway, because I don't really like Persona 5 or that kind of games and all that shit really. But like, anyone who buys that game, you're begging to get emulated. Someone's gonna fucking grab that fucking code. They're gonna put it online for everyone to fucking download for free. And then there's gonna be a tutorial out there in a YouTube video or somewhere on Reddit or whatever the fuck, or some website on Google you can find in Google. And they're gonna have that shit, a step-by-step tutorial how to download that shit for free and put it in your PS5. Guaranteed. And if that does happen, you fucking deserve it because you're all pieces of shit. It's one thing to take your game off a store for available for purchase, but don't try to be the Men in fucking Black and try to erase it from history and then leave it on people's files. You pieces of shit. This is Attack Mode's back to defense mode, and I'm out. Peace.